Hi there.
Welcome to our movie reviews.
Yes, long overdue. We took a little break. You can notice.
All month long, we have decided to do doll movies.
Yes, and then we had to change our mind. Not. So we're going to do doll movies, but we're going to do them over a period of time. So we're not going to consistently do doll movies right now.
Yeah.
But over time, we're going to do a lot of doll movies.
Yes, because Valentine's Day is coming up. So.
Yeah, so we're going to do those, and there's going to be some other movies that are kind of like all over the place. But we're going to do Valentine's horror movies, but also doll movies, but also I don't even know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're just kind of winging it ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
So, but this is part one of the doll videos. So,
yes.
Here we go. We decided to do this one. It's called Pinocchio's Revenge from 1996. It was direct to video. And I personally feel like this was not like an insult necessarily, but like a Child's Play ripoff.
Yeah.
It feels very similar, not identical, but like very similar to the original Child's Play, not the sequels, but like the way they set the original with the birthday and basically doll. I'm not gonna say it's identical to the same plot, but similar. Like instead of having a kid that knows exactly what it wants, it's like a kid that wants some sort of toy and then randomly gets this doll that was handed to this mom from work, and then she gets Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Instead of Andy getting a good guy doll.
Yeah.
And literally everything else is basically the same. A killer gets killed in an electric chair and his soul goes into a doll instead of getting shot in a toy store. So.
Well, they never really explained what was in the doll.
They never explained what was in the doll. I think it's supposed to be the killer, but one thing I never understood is how the killer got into the doll.
Well, the killer died at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, but how did he get into the doll? Because, like, in the original movie, he, like, does the voodoo curse and gets into the Chucky. I don't know if this is... Okay, you do put points a point that I never thought of is this could just be a killer doll from the get-go. However, I feel like it happens as soon as that guy dies.
Yes.
But, like, how does he go specifically into the Pinocchio doll? I have no idea.
We have no idea.
But anyhow, I don't know if it says online. I didn't check. But either the doll was already haunted or something, or it was the soul of the killer that got into the doll. I don't know. I think it was the soul of the killer, but that was my guess.
Yeah. But you had to, in order to free him, he had to cut his strings.
Yes, he started to do bad things and manipulate, but then as soon as you cut his strings, because he's instead of being a doll, he's a doll, but he's a puppet. So he's like a marionette puppet. So you have to cut the strings of the marionette to make him be able to walk on his own. So this movie starts out with a girl, like I said, it's her birthday. Meanwhile, this I don't know. It's sort of random. The guy gets on what's the guy with the electric chair again? Because this is my first time watching this movie.
I don't remember an electric chair.
There's an electric chair. A guy gets killed in an electric chair. He dies.
Okay.
At one point. I don't even know I don't remember what that had to do with, but there's a guy that gets killed in an electric chair. Like, he gets death sentence.
Or maybe...
I don't remember why.
Yeah, shit.
But after that...
I know a guy gets shot at the beginning of the movie. The killer gets shot at the beginning of the movie.
He gets shot?
Right? Am I thinking of the right movie?
I remember electric chair in this movie.
Okay. Anyways, the killer goes into the doll.
We think. I thought. You were like, no.
It never really says. But anyways, this lawyer gets all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
From the time that he's convicted from the time that he's convicted and goes to the electric chair.
Yeah, and the lawyer you said is the same actress
Rosalind Allen.
Who's another actress from the horror movie Ticks, also from the 90s.
Yes.
Yeah.
From the movie Ticks. Love that movie. Anyways, yeah, she brings this doll home on accident, and her daughter gets it for her birthday. And the maid, not the maid, but the babysitter.
The baby, just the caretaker of the house, who helps take care of the house and the daughter, right? And then she basically, the daughter starts acting like Andy in Child's Play, like starts
Oh
like
my gosh.
like
She's like
but
out of control.
the difference between Andy and this little girl's, I mean, okay,
nuts.
Hellspawn, not to like criticize, but also to criticize, like this girl's a Hellspawn child. I'm not gonna say that she's a killer, but she's definitely just like, I would definitely say she needed a shrink in the beginning.
Yeah.
At least in the beginning of the movie, like the first half of the movie especially, she acted especially just like nuts and was rude to her mom. I kept on asking for, in general, like just questionable behavior, like a little bit disturbed possibly. I don't know about murderous, but definitely not but like that's not something that they want you to focus on for some reason. They act like that's completely normal in this movie. That's not supposed to be something that's a red flag at all, but it is to me, and it was to both of us.
Yeah.
This girls have a Hellspawn, so like she could have been in her own horror movie spin-off alone.
Well, what's funny is the end. We'll get to that.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
I honestly think that this horror movie could have just been about her, because she was actually pretty serious.
There's some okay kills.
It was like that. Oh, reminds me of a movie.
Probably the best kill of the movie is the babysitter.
Hers is pretty decent.
Because she gets whacked. Literally.
Yeah, with what is that thing? It's one of those. It's like one of those.
It's like a cane.
It's one of those canes. If you've ever seen, like, I want to say it's like I'm trying to think of what that instrument is called. It has like the point. It looks like some sort of fireplace stick or something like that.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, I don't know if it's fireplace poker per se, but it has like a point on it, and it also has like a little like tiny, not like a hook, but like a tiny little like hook in it.
Yeah.
At the end, it's like a really long thin stick with a metal point, and also I think it's like a fireplace poker or something.
Yeah, that was probably the coolest death.
Yeah, it's a pretty good death.
The only other death was the dude.
There wasn't a lot of kills in this movie.
There wasn't a lot of kills.
There was one that was almost a kill that we thought was a fake kill, but was a fake out, and it's the one in the beginning where the girl starts acting up initially after the doll starts talking to her, whatever, before it actually talks. But like she hears it talking to her in her head and whatever, and like through via spirit and being, all that stuff. So she's at school one day, and this little girl is walking out.
Yeah.
This little girl is like going home or whatever. I think she's either getting picked up by the bus or by her parents or something like that. And the girl like sees Pinocchio wind up over by the fence, and he's like done something through the fence, and she can't see what. And you find out that she's actually like placed something out, like this stick or this thing, to make the girl trip in front of the school bus to get hit and run over by the bus.
Yeah, they move a rake in the girl's the wheel of her bicycle
through this like the metal gated fence, and the girl trips and almost gets hit, and actually does, I think, get hit by but does either gets hit or doesn't get hit, but not fatally, by the school bus. And then the girl gets questioned for possibly being involved with it.
But anyways, real quick, the ending, it's just the little girl ends up in the mental ward.
Yeah, so basically after all the events...
you don't even know what happened to Pinocchio.
After all the kills, after everything, there's this doctor, and he says, oh yeah, your daughter's crazy, and I don't think you're safe with her even, and mother's like, yeah, whatever, I could take your badge, whatever. But eventually he takes her in and says, did you actually see those things, or was that after... you got hit in the head yourself, because like she gets injured by this doll at one point, and so she sees what her daughter sees, and then he basically just goes, yeah, she's crazy, whatever, and then they lock her in a room, and then she's like singing with her daughter, and then it looks like it's gonna flash to another scene, but it actually just credits roll instead, because all you see is like Pinocchio's face, and I thought that was a transition shot, but it was just the end of the movie. So it was okay. This movie wasn't bad. It was just kind of there.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun and campy, but like it's not like a really deep plot. So I'll give this movie a C.
B-.
Yeah. check it out, but it's also like a casual watch